I built this shit. Me.
I love the game.
I love the hustle.
Welcome to the First Move Podcast, a space discussing the pivotal decisions behind success, relationships, and reinvention. I'm your host, Mr. KOA. Let's make some moves. I got a great guest, our first female guest on the show, and it had to be her. It had to be her as my first guest because it had to be someone from my hometown again. It's a back-to-back hometown show. Tamina and I go way, way back. Way, way back. Almost too far back. We know too much. But I definitely had to have her on the show for multiple reasons. She moved to LA as well a few years after I did. So it was actually just great to even see her in the city because I'm the only one that I really knew out here when I moved here. So even to have her out here is dope to see what she's been building. And let's just dive into that real quick. But Tamina, introduce yourself, brag about yourself. It's not the place to hold back and say, oh, I only do a little bit of this. So
I know, I just watched the last episode. I know it now.
Nah, yeah, it's not one of those like, oh yeah, I kind of do a little bit. No, what do you do and what the fuck are you doing here? Why are you in LA?
Well, I'm a branding agency first, and I think you've known that from Toronto. I'm a branding agency, and now I run large-scale industry events called Espresso, and a new one that I launched called Small World.
Okay.
And it's an invite-only, industry-only event that's really curated. I hate the word networking, but it becomes that, and it's an elevated space, and it's been doing quite well.
Where do you do it? Why did you start it?
Yeah, so it's like with my branding background, I've already worked with high-profile clients in the sports media, music, entertainment world. So I was kind of already going back and forth between Toronto and LA a year before I moved.
Okay.
And then I was like, you know what? I've never treated myself like a client before. So it was the first time I'm like, I'm moving to a big city. I'm not going to wait for a project to come to me. I'm going to be the project. So I treated myself like a client. And it's funny. The storyline is I actually went to the Mondrian Hotel, which is now sold. It's called the Valorian Hotel, but it's one of the biggest 4-star hotels in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And I went there just for a summer poolside day, tanning with my girl, and a lot of things happened. And basically, I pitched to them saying that I want to run an event here.
Okay.
And over a span of like a couple of hours,
You went there to pitch?
No.
Okay.
It's like the whole storyline is
So you're chilling.
Yeah, and then a lot of things kept messing up. Like me and my girl got bottles, and then they were messing that up, and a lot of things. So they're like, "Do you want us to comp your food or drinks?" I was like, "No, I want a meeting." Because I knew that I wanted to run an event in LA, but I just didn't get there yet. So anyway, that same night I went home, worked on a pitch for 13 hours, came up with the idea espresso, and then the next morning I went, locked it in, and then they said, fine, we're going to bet on you. On a Thursday, they gave me their slowest day, which was Thursday, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m., horrible hours.
Random time.
Yeah. So I was like, whatever, let me just try. I believe in myself, let me just try. I went from one side, like literally signed an agreement on one side and went to the other side. And I made this video of me basically declaring what I'm about to do, that I moved 2 weeks ago.
Right.
And I'm going to try this. And that video ended up going viral on Instagram.
Just you talking about the process.
And TikTok. Yeah.
Okay.
Me basically just declaring that I'm about to do something.
Right.
And then somehow that video ended up going viral. So that actually ended up adding to the success of the first event. So
like creating the hype around it.
Yeah, and people coming out to be like, let me see if she is who she thinks she is. Yeah. And I'm like, you guys are literally making this whole thing come true. Thank you. Right. So anyways, the first event ended up having 300 people, which was kind of crazy. And then
are you charging for these events?
No. So I have a relationship with these hotels. So I have residency at all of these places.
Right.
I'm the first person to ever have residency at the Mondrian Hotel.
Okay.
Ever. So
so it's a bar split, or how are you benefiting from this?
Yeah, so I mean, I get paid by the hotel. It's now to a point where I just get flat rates because they know what I do. Okay. I don't try to do the bar splits and sales and stuff like that unless I'm somewhere new again, because now it's expanding.
They're paying you to host an event.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and do their marketing and branding. There was like a separate pay outside of that as well too, because they knew that I'm a branding agency. Okay. So no one knows, but I was also doing their marketing and branding for the hotel side as well too, not just like the event space.
Nice.
The first event was July, 300 RSVPs. Fast forward, it's now gone to a space that I do at the Mondrian Hotel, the Godfrey Hotel. I'm talking to Soho House. There's a lot of conversations that are happening, expanding to Miami and things like that. So it's kind of crazy.
Y'all hear this shit? First of all, before you get any further, slow down.
I know.
No, and not in a bad way. I feel like people are so used to just getting the shit off, because most people's attention spans are very slow and low.
Mm-hmm.
So you either have to get things in really quick so they pay attention, or you have to say a lot very quickly so that you can at least get out of this conversation.
Right.
It's one of the two. It's like, you're like, let me get this shit off so I don't say anything else, or let me get it off so you're still paying attention. But this is not a podcast where you have to rush. I talk very slow and very mellow. That's how I am. So it's like, I don't want you to feel like you have to rush. The show goes.
No, I'm actually so glad that you just said that, because
No, for real. I read. I'm paying attention to you, which is, and I know you. So I mean,
yeah, and I'm so used to, because like
I
that
already know.
video that ended
You
up
told
going
this story a
around,
million
I,
times
like,
to people, I'm sure.
literally- Yeah, and I'm so used to doing these, like, documenting these things. For the most part, it's like Instagram stories,
Right,
which
right,
have
right.
like 10 seconds to
Right.
get my shit off.
Yeah, and we're I mean, we've been conditioned to fall into a very rushed, intense, consolidated era of content
they
and
pointed that out.
visuals, and that's not this. So yeah, take your time. But now, if you guys all heard all that shit, that is a lot of stuff. And I guess my question to you is like, what is your purpose behind all that? Like, your people do a lot of things. I do a lot of things, but I definitely do things, especially as a father now, with so much intention. Like, I don't just take on things. Like, it's cool. I feel like when we were younger, it was just cool to be busy.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Everyone's like, oh, I'm busy, I'm booked, and busy. It's like, that ain't it. Like, it's cool, but that doesn't actually serve any purpose unless it's with intention for something bigger or
Impact.
something, or some direction. So like, you're doing all these things, you're hosting these events, you're creating these partnerships. What is it for?
It's for, people say like things are for the culture,
Sure.
but it's genuinely for the culture. And what I mean by that is, I'm Pakistani, and my mom is the only one out of her entire family lineage to ever leave Pakistan till this day.
Right.
She migrated to Canada, had her 3 kids. I'm the first person out of my entire family lineage to ever move to the States.
Mm.
And I grew up watching a Pakistani woman become a self-made entrepreneur herself. And I've seen what happens when she utilizes her enthusiasm for life within her skills to produce things, And it's always been community-based for her also, for her culture, because a lot of the times when we think about immigrants and things like that, a lot of our parents left Jamaica, left India, left Pakistan because there was no opportunity
For a better life for their
a better
offspring.
life,
Yeah.
about money for the most part,
Yeah.
But it wasn't because they didn't like their culture.
No.
And that's what happens. A lot of the times they end up migrating to places like Canada or whatever Western society that strips them of their culture. And I think that's really important, and it's always been really important for me. I've seen my mom run a lot of community-based events herself for the Pakistani community growing up, and how much we're celebrated outside of like the norm, right? Like, you can get an award for what you do, and I've seen you get awards as well, but you should be celebrated all in between. So for me, espresso represented the culture, the color of the room. Okay. So I want a space to celebrate us within the sports media, music, entertainment industry, and not have to rely on the award season to come. What happens on a random Friday? All the accomplishments. We work super hard, especially in a city like LA. What happens all the time?
Right.
Yeah.
And then I guess and maybe you don't know yet, but what do you see as big picture like, because yes, events are, I mean, everyone's hosting events. There's different events, especially in LA. You can go here, you can go here, you can go here. There's so many different options. You're competing with damn near everything every single day. Yeah. And I've been to your events. I love it. It's a great space. It's a great energy. I know a lot of people that I've met over the years from all walks of life. But I also noticed that, it's still early. It's still new. You're still growing it. But it's still, at least to me, it still feels like an event. It's still it's a space. I met new people since I've been there as well, but it still feels like an event. So where would you hope it to, I guess, expand into, where you're like, okay, this is different than other things in any city because of X. Yeah. Do you have a thing yet?
Oh yeah, for sure. I feel like for me, it's so important to have these conversations outside of the event. People have hit me up and said like, hey, I got to meet da-da-da at your event, and this business deal came out of it. Or I developed a friendship, or I'm talking to this girl from your event, whatever it is, I want a long-lasting impression from these spaces. I want the conversation to keep going. So I keep describing it as like a mobile Soho house.
Okay.
That's what I would like. I would
Like a
like to kind
membership
of,
type of
yes,
thing.
a membership
that,
where
okay.
now there's spaces and community meets
Right.
and hike clubs and
Sure.
things like that for those
Where
same
it's not
elite
just
people.
partying.
Yes, and
Sure.
it's one thing. There's a lot of community-based things, but for like the industry in itself to have a conversation that keeps going.
Okay.
So yeah,
I do like the membership based model of it. I think that I could already see you kind of doing something like that where it's like, you know, you have 600 people pay a membership and you'd be laughing. That's great. You know what I mean? So, and it in a sense, it's like, you know, people want to be part of something.
exactly. I
But
want to be a
they,
part of something.
what you say?
I want to be a part of something.
Yeah, exactly. People want to be part of something. They want to be part of something that is also exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
People just love to be exclusive. It's just a thing. It's a psychological thing. People just like to be part of something that's rare and small and curated. But at the same time, I feel like for you, you know, to grow, I feel like it becoming a space where it's like, and if you know type of, you know, people that are in this membership and they're paying and they're meeting people and it's something that's monthly or whatever the case may be, can create something that you can start doing hubs in an Atlanta one, a New York one,
Exactly.
you know, back in Toronto or whatever. Like, I mean, I'm sure you've thought about some of those things, but that's where I can see you definitely, you know,
Yeah, I mean, those
excelling.
conversations are already happening.
Yeah.
And for me, like, especially as a woman, it's important for me to not stay in the nightlife.
Of course.
You know, like, I'm really,
That's what I was saying. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, outside of just it being an event, it's like,
What is it?
right.
Yeah, and I'm so big on preservation over expiration. Like
Right.
I'm gonna tap out before it kicks me
Sure.
out.
Yeah,
You know? So for me, it's the conversations that happen after I've collected all of these emails and they're amazing, you know, people and things like that and those networks. So what does that look like? Maybe it's a co-creating space that everybody gets invited to those spaces to actually like cross-pollinate and figure out projects to work on.
Yeah.
Maybe it's an AI, you know, add-on in the actual app in itself that actually pairs both profiles together and suggests new working relationships and things like that. So those are the conversations that I'm having right now.
Love that. Okay, cool. I mean, I ain't going to let you spill too much more of your ideas and your plans, but I love what you're already doing so far with it.
Thanks.
I've been to a couple events, like I said, and, you know, there's been certain events where multiple women that I know are in the same room and I'm like dodging, but
That's on you.
that has nothing to do with you. But
That's a you problem.
yeah, no, but it's been cool. It's been a good space. Everyone that goes and shows up are people that I also respect, from athletes to artists, musicians. I know a lot of them here, so seeing them in your space and you're so new here is actually, I'm so proud of you to even witness. I'm like, I pulled up to your event, I saw Tank. I was like, Tank, what the? I'm like, what does Tank do? Like, and I work with Tank, so it's just stuff like that. I'm like, it's cool to see them respecting, and maybe not even know you yet, but like be like, I'm gonna trust this girl and pull up because of what I heard, or you know.
And that's a cool thing. That's one thing I will say. Like, people don't just come out, like, it's not like a dancing party type of vibe, right? Like, most people come out because they're like, oh, I heard about your storyline. They don't even care about me specifically.
Sure.
It's about literally reinforcing the LA dream that it is possible. And I think I'm like the testimonial of that in that space. And anybody that comes out, they're like, let me just support someone that believes in themselves. And I think that's cool.
No, listen, you're doing great so far. How long you been here now? A year? Yeah.
Do you want to know something crazy?
What?
Today, I signed my lease a year ago.
Last year. Oh, you renewed today? You renewing today?
Yes, I'm renewing. No, I'm not renewing. I'm actually leaving my building. Yeah.
Okay.
But like today was when I signed my apartment, but then I went back home to like kind of clean up my life back at home, and I officially moved here June 1st. So less than a year.
Wow. This is in less than a year.
Crazy.
Listen, man, keep rocking. So what's your biggest sacrifice? Tell me about Tamina's biggest sacrifice.
I would say just this move and just fully devoting myself to myself. Like, I'd be lying if I said I don't care about kids and marriage. Like, I'm a whole 33-year-old. I'm turning 34 this year. My sister just went through IVF. She's, you know, luckily like pregnant now, but like I've seen what that looks like.
Right.
You know, I think about those things. I'm sacrificing relationships. I'm sacrificing my mom's getting older, you know, time away from family. No one has been able to come visit me here yet. Just letting go of my entire old life.
I already know.
You
did the
know,
same
out
thing.
of all
Yeah,
people,
no,
you know.
for real. Yeah.
So I mean, like, I'm in my biggest sacrifice right now. And I live in extremes. Like, as much as all these good, grand things happen, I literally wake up the next day and I feel so numb. Because I'm like, okay, was it worth it?
Right.
Yes, okay, yeah, it was worth it.
And how have you been dealing with, being away from everything? I mean, when I left, I was actually, and similar to you, I think you're doing pretty well for yourself as well, and like doing what you kind of want to be doing. And same for me. Like I was literally doing everything I was supposed to be doing. I quit my job. I was getting paid to do what I want to do, and I was like, I'm leaving it, all of it.
And you've always had that energy about you.
Always.
I've known Ryan since like literally kids. I'm trying to figure out how long we've known each other.
We were probably 14.
Crazy.
Yeah, probably.
Like, that's insane. Grade 9?
Yeah, grade 9.
Yeah, insane. Like you've always had that. You've always known yourself, even if it's not like 5 years from now or like you didn't know what it looks like. I feel like you've always been confident.
Oh yeah.
And that's a certain type of human. Yeah, you're
whether
like,
I know or
let me
not.
just find out.
I'm gonna find out. Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So how have you been? How have you been? This is about you. How have you been processing that loss and sacrifice of the shedding of Tamina?
I don't think I know yet. Okay. Truthfully, sure. I don't think I know yet.
Right, because you're just churning.
And I'm moving so fast. Like, you know how you even just told me to like literally talk slower? Sure. That's literally my brain. Mm-hmm. And what you just saw and it's been working in my favor. So it's hard for me to even divert from that right now. It's been working in my favor. I've spent my entire life dwelling on a lot of things and seeing how that holds me stagnant. And now I'm just moving. Yeah. I'm not overly thinking about anything in life. I'm moving on everything that I declare. I think about just the 24 hours that I'm being dealt with. But there are certain moments that have happened in this time where I was just like, you got to figure out how to deal with it. And I think trips back home helped me a lot. Home. Yes, visiting home. And I've been able to do that maybe like every 4 or 5 months. And that's helped because it grounds me.
Right.
Yeah.
I haven't gone home in Carabana.
No way.
I swear.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But I don't go anywhere. I literally will stick to my family.
Just stay home. Yeah, with your people. I mean,
and be right at.
Yeah, where you go. I mean, if you don't, you're going home to reset. So
yeah,
like
but some people might squeeze in all their times with their friends and go downtown and see what's happening in the city.
You're actually using the time for family.
Yes, I don't see anybody else.
Nah, I love that. I had another question before I wanted to get into that. Sacrifice your timing. It'll come back to me. Why did you do it? Why did you actually come here?
I think I've always known that I didn't want to live in Toronto for my entire life. Like I've always had, I didn't know that it's going to be LA, but
sure.
I think I'm just naturally a risk taker. I've always been like that. I'll switch up my hair whenever I want. I will, try on a new personality to see if that's who I really am. I've always been like the black sheep of my family. Like I've always been like that. That's been my prototype. But I think I got to a point back at home where I really knew. Like I really knew I've exercised my entire existence there. And there's nothing else left to explore in every realm. Like relationships. My family's cool. They travel all over the world. Right. Like I'll catch them when I catch them.
Yeah.
Childhood friends, a lot of them, there was only like a few people that I really felt like I would miss, But everything else kind of hit its expiration date.
Yeah, okay. I like that.
It really did.
I mean, I like that. Some people might not. I like that.
I know. Yeah. And like I really don't want to ever talk bad about Toronto or anything like that. And I hope it's never reflective of the city.
It's just growth. Everyone, I feel like not everyone. Certain people reach a point where need to, expand.
Yeah.
And some people are perfectly fine in Toronto, and that's your story and that's your life, and there's nothing. Toronto's a beautiful city.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's one of the prime cities in the world.
If you feel like you need to leave,
yeah,
that's a choice that you need to make.
I also have no ties, right? Like I can just literally get up and go. I don't have kids. I was in a relationship. Like
right.
Really and truly, I work off my laptop.
If not now, then when?
And it was a calculated risk this time. Like I was already back and forth between Toronto and LA like quite a few times. Like before I moved, I was here once a month.
Okay.
Like every single month. It was getting ridiculous.
You're kind of plotting a little bit.
Yeah. And I felt like I was already, I see I heard this theory once. It's like the bamboo theory,
Okay.
where the plant bamboo, it has like it grows slowly its entire like life, and then there's just like a point where it's just
Like it sprouts
exponentially
up?
shoots up.
Yeah.
So I felt like it was always just moving slow for me at home, and then when I would come to LA, like
You just released.
it would be a little too easy. I'm like, is this supposed to be the hardest city in like the world to make things
this is
happen?
for me. This is where it's supposed to be for me.
Where it was supposed to be for me, and I think it activated a lot of my magic.
I love that. Did you know it was gonna work?
No. No, I act like I'm cool, and they'll tell you after it worked
Sure,
that I
sure.
was freaking out the whole time. I was anxious the whole time, but I had a lot of signals and indications that I was on the right path over here. Because when I would come back home, I would just feel so small again.
Small in terms of like your abilities, or small in terms
Everything.
Okay.
Abilities, conversations, mindset, who I become again.
Right.
You know, you ever visit your family's house and then you become like, I don't know, like a younger version of yourself, like a bratty son or anything like that, like with your parents?
Not me.
Yeah.
I'm the eldest, so I've always had I've always had to be this.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying. When you're around your comfort again, you're like, let me go back into.
Yeah, and I would have conversations with like old friends or something like that. And now I'm like, if they're complaining, I'm like trying to complain too, so I can like resonate with them. And I'm like, that's not me, bro.
Right.
I don't even like it.
Right. The question I forgot that I meant to ask that I remember now. Have you burnt out yet since you came out here?
Oh, hell yeah. What?
Tell me
I
about
had
that.
a crash out moment. It was.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah, I know.
That's why I'm like, the way you operate, I'm like, there's no way she hasn't snapped.
Oh, I snapped.
Yeah.
I got one thing about me that I've realized in my life is I will never be like super stressed in the exterior, but I get sick.
Because you're imposing it.
Yes.
I mean, imploding.
I will literally implode
Yeah.
all the time. And I've seen this in different realms of my life. And I was starting to become that again. Like I was getting back-to-back sick. It was like flu-like. And then I would have 2 days and then I would get sick again. And I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah.
And at first I thought it was because I'm around so many people. And obviously I'm like shaking hands and kissing babies.
It's your body talking.
Yeah, but it's my body being like, you're not happy. You're burning out. You're doing too much. And like a city like LA is always on. So I feel like I always had to keep up.
Have you been managing that better?
Yes.
How?
I lay up in the sun. I'm a little tanned right now. You know, I like that. But I really do take Sundays for myself now.
Sundays?
Sundays.
Okay.
Like that's a rule. And also I just know that it's never gonna end. So now my to-do list, I'll allow the space for it to like roll over to the next day now.
Because you're never done.
You're never done, especially as a creative. You're just gonna keep adding on.
You're never finished. 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
But yeah, no.
Okay.
Have you ever had a crush out moment?
Oh yeah. What? I'm a dad too.
Yeah, that's crazy.
People ask me all the time. They're like, "How the hell?" Like, because they're like, they see parents just being a parent, and they're like, "Oh, I hear about parenthood is doing
I can't
this."
even get a dog right now.
Yo, I love my daughter. She's incredible, but she requires a lot, 1000%. And I'm co-parenting, so it's like it's managing, our scheduling. It's managing the mother's work schedule with mine, and me having to work, and then client work, and then my baby's growing, and then my own stuff that I want to do. Like,
I don't know. I'm exhausted for you right now.
It's I've definitely burned out. What I've done though is like, when I do burn out, I'll just stop all of it. Like, you may have noticed, like, there's a couple of times like I'll be posting and I'll just stop posting. Like, I might still be my stories.
Yeah,
or you might just see me.
You
might just see me literally just posting my daughter.
Yeah. Okay.
Anytime I go through, here's a real truth. So my good friends, you guys want to check on me? If I'm only posting Rayla, I'm burning out. And it's funny because like that sounds funny itself, but it's like if I'm only posting or you only see me like chilling with my daughter and only see videos of just my daughter, it's because I'm literally turning off work and just being with her.
Yeah.
Literally, that is my reset. My daughter has been my reset, where it's like, yes, as much as she does require work, I'll do that work because that doesn't bring me stress. Like,
well, it allows you to fully switch roles, and it still requires you to be 100% responsible of that role because obviously you're taking care of a whole human being, but you get to fully switch.
Exactly. So yeah, if I'm just posting Rayla, he's usually turned off. He's turning off.
You post your daughter, I'll be like, you okay?
No, but in fact, that's literally what I've been doing. Like, it's been a few times, even this year and last year, where it's like I just have so much to do. There's so much tasks. There's so many deadlines.
It doesn't ever stop.
It doesn't stop. But also for me, it's like my situation is a little different because I've essentially created my own standard. Like
Yes.
clients now know working with Ryan is just this.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to be that. And if I
Yeah.
don't have the capacity to be that,
Yeah.
it fucks with me because I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't get to not be that anymore.
But you know what I like about that, and I've
What?
noticed it in you, is like you won't do like 100 clients.
No,
Because you're actually about quality,
100%.
where you're a little bit more specific. Like, I see you stay on projects for a long time.
Yes.
And I think that's a loophole.
I've transitioned into
Yeah.
doing that since
Yeah.
being here.
Yeah.
When I was in Toronto, I was shooting 100 clients.
Because you had to.
And I was making less, so you're doing more for less. It's like, so you get the volume's higher because you're making less.
Mhm.
So that was Toronto was killing me because I'm just like, I have to do so much to make the same amount that I'm trying to target.
Yeah.
But when I moved here, I've still burn out here because I'm not shooting as much, but the requirement is more. If I'm charging more, the requirement is more. So it's like it's relative, kind of. But also it's like, you know, I'm not sure if you know is how I post things, but like I might shoot an event and it's done tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or like
Crazy.
in 2 days.
Crazy.
Which is like,
Where's my videographer at? Hold on, wait a minute. Why
but
does
it's
he have
like,
you waiting 2 weeks?
but that's what has put me in positions. It's like,
That's your
I don't know how he's doing this.
Yeah.
Like clients are like, I don't know
Yeah,
how.
they're like tweaking it.
No, but it's like people are like, I don't know how he's doing this. How? Like Niecy Nash is one of my repeat clients now for her birthday. I did her birthday last year. It's like a huge rodeo birthday party. You know, last year was the first time I got it. And that was by accident. It was actually supposed to be someone else's project. He couldn't do it. And they're like, they basically asked him, like, is there anyone else you know that's kind of at your level that can cover this party? Because it's a huge party. Like, everyone's going to be there. That was the video I shot Taraji P. Henson and all those people.
Yes, I remember.
They're like, we need someone to cover this that can really do this. And also is comfortable in those spaces because, you know, you work with celebrities, people are just, it's not one of those where you're here, like, trying to follow me.
Trying
Like,
to socialize.
it's not that. We need someone who's professional.
Right.
So a friend of mine knew that person and they connected with me. They're like, hey, my boy needs this. I thought of you. I connected you, whatever. So I shoot that party and I basically, I'm very tactical. For me, it's like anytime I have an opportunity that I think is worth it, I will go like max 10. Because I know what me doing that will do long term, and that short term sacrifice for me to not sleep or whatever, I'll sleep the next day all day if I have to.
But that's so smart because the other thing that you could do is like keep offering them 1 million sessions for free. But you're like, let me maximize the first one so you know who you're dealing with.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I like that.
So I get this project and basically I shoot the whole thing and the event ends at 10:30. Okay, so I get home after I pack my stuff up. I get my car from the valet. It was at SLS. You know SLS? Yeah. It was there. So I get my car from the valet. I drive home. By the time I get home, it's like 11. And I have all this footage. And what I also did when I was there, which was genius of me, was I got hired for a thing. I got hired to shoot the birthday party. This is the event. You're the videographer. I also take photos. I wasn't hired for photos, but I'm a great photographer. So as long as I do my job.
You started off in photography.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Before I was doing the video, I was doing just photos and stuff. So I'm like, as long as I'm doing my job and I deliver my job, anything extra outside of that, I'm just going to do if I have some extra time.
See?
So while I'm there, there's other photographers there because Niecy hired other photographers as well. But I have my camera on my side because I'm able to shoot both. I've been doing this for years. I can shoot both. I'm comfortable doing both.
How do you do it? You're literally like holding the
No, I have a
camera
strap. I have a strap on my side of my camera.
Okay.
And then my video camera, I'll just put it down and just take pictures.
Okay, you're just taking a second to, okay.
I'll just take the picture real quick.
I'm like, what kind of superhero?
No. I'll do video, put that on real quick, take some pictures.
Okay, got it.
But the photo camera's on my hip, so you can see it's on my hip while I'm filming. So while I'm going around, I'm taking pictures and doing video, taking pictures and doing video. People are like, what the hell? So Niecy's never met me before until that day. So she sees me doing both and she's like, her photographer was somewhere else.
Yeah.
Just like it's a huge event. He's probably shooting whoever. But the person she hired is just somewhere else at that moment. And she sees me. She's like, can you take pictures? I was like, yeah, I got you. Taking pictures of her. Boom. She's like, she's me again. She's like, can you get this one too? So now she's like using me as a photographer and a video guy by accident just because I'm around and I could do it.
Yeah.
Then I start shooting other things and just other guests and stuff like that. Just kind of like just build a full album just for fun. So when I get home, I have all this stuff. I also, saw Taraji P. Henson was there, NLE Chopper was there. Some other people were just, everyone was in that, Tiana Taylor, whoever. And I got some video clips of them just solo. But the favorite clip I got was of Taraji because she had a grill. I had my grill in. She had a grill in. And I was like, I need to get a video of her grill because I have a grill. She saw my grill first. She's like, I like your grill. I'm like, I like yours too. I'm like, let me get a video of you. She's like, yeah, cool. So I get this quick snippet of her. And when I get home, I put all that extra stuff in the side. And I'm like, let me work on the edit. I stayed up all night. I finished the edit by 5 a.m. the next morning.
What?
I didn't sleep. So I got home by 11. I finished. It took me like 6 hours. Edited the whole thing. Finished it by 5 a.m. I delivered to them by like 6:30. I go to sleep. I wake up. I get a message from her assistant, from Niecy's assistant. She's like, she loves it. She was crying. Video's going up right now. No edits. Perfect. And I was like, thank God.
You're like, I did it because I stayed up all night. You better like it.
I'm tired. So her assistant's like, yeah, Niecy has no notes. She loves it. Video's going up right now. She's, is this tag okay? I was like, yeah, it's cool. Tags me. Videos going viral. People are loving it. It's Niecy Nash. She knows goddamn everybody. Yeah. So everyone was following me because like, who the fuck shot this shit? And didn't you just have the party last night? Like, I can see the comments. People were like, how is this up? Like, and I'm like, exactly what I wanted.
Exactly.
I wanted everyone to be like, how the fuck?
Yeah. And that's when people are most excited. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, as soon as you wake up and you see it, you're like, oh, what?
And also, how?
How? Yeah.
There's people that are at the party. They're like, I'm still drunk. Yeah. Like we were like, I'm still drunk in this video.
I thought I'm still at the party.
So I'm like, that wow factor did numbers for me.
Speed is leverage.
What?
Speed is leverage.
So on top of that, I'm like, okay, now that video is out, it's approved, no issues. I'm like, let me go to my extra shit. So then I start posting other stuff. While that video is circulating, I start posting pictures. Those are going crazy. Pictures of her, all her guests. She starts posting that. Then I see the video. I get the video of Taraji. I put that up. Taraji sees it. She loves it. She reposts it on her page, like takes the whole video, posts it and tags me in the caption. My name was the only caption.
Wow.
That video went to like 3 million views on her page. I gained 6,000 followers.
But see,
literally in 3 days, I gained 6,000 followers because she loved the video so much. The caption was my tag. That's it.
I'm going to tell your new followers that Ryan has been one of the hardest working people I've ever witnessed, even in Toronto. And this makes so much sense. I'm like, wow, but also like, yeah. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Like, you've literally put in this work for so long. And it's not like you're just putting out trash content and then you're just like fast with the trash content. Hell no. It's quality.
And fast.
It's confidence and fast. Like, how that's a triple threat.
And that's why I burn out.
That's why I have a hard time, and I didn't have an answer for you of like how I deal with things, because I'm like, then you get the results.
So it almost like you kind of have to, and I'm learning now because, like I said, I've created this standard. So it's like now when I work with certain clients, like Anicia, I shot her birthday again this year. The next day she's like, "Is the video ready?" I'm like,
"Damn!"
I'm like, now I have to do this, but it's okay I'm not doing that for everybody, and I do create boundaries at certain clients. I was like, "Oh, it'll take me a certain amount of days," or depending on who it is, they're like, "When can I expect this?" I'll be like, "I'll give myself 5 days," and they're like, "Okay, whether you like it or not, I'm busy." Just so you guys know, like you're booking someone who's actually busy. Yeah. So
and that's why you went for me in the first place. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I've been fortunate that now that I've been creating these blocks of time, they're respecting it. It's helped me pace it out so that when I do have a client that's like tomorrow, I'm like, I could do it. I'll do it for you because I have the space to do it. But yeah, it's just.
Are you saying no to more projects now too?
I mean, yeah. But also, I've kind of put myself in a situation that is kind of hindering me in ways where it's like I shoot and work with such high profile clients so consistently that like people are scared to ask me
I hear
to
you.
Work now.
Yeah.
Which is okay because if you're scared, you're probably not my client. But not always.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, no, I would work with you.
Yeah.
But the comment will even come. They're like, oh shit, I thought you were. I'm like, not like. so it has created this perception of like, oh, I can't afford them, which sometimes they can't.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm like, I'm not that bad.
Yeah.
I'm not that
Yeah,
bad.
I'm not that bougie.
But because they see like, if you see a New Balance, the Nisi and a Omarion.
Yeah, they're like, how much does that cost? Yeah.
If I'm constantly, and I don't share my work anymore, which is also another thing.
Yeah.
I used to share everything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is too messy. Like,
yeah.
It's okay, like, to work on certain things, but I don't share everything because I'm like, I also don't want to look messy. I want my stuff to be curated and tailored, and I want to attract a certain level of client. So yeah, I'll still shoot your smaller event in here or there. It won't go up on my page, but you can tag me or whatever.
Right.
It won't go up on my page because I'm like, I just met Kevin Hart and put some stuff with him, and then I shoot some smaller birthday. It's just not disrespectfully, but it's like I'm at a level now. I'm like, you can't post that.
Well, also, it's like some things you're just delivering in on a project. The other ones are your portfolio.
Sure, exactly.
So, and our Instagram is our portfolio.
But I'm saying I used to post everything.
Yeah, because
I transitioned into this.
The stage, yes.
Exactly.
I don't think that's a bad problem.
No, I'm just explicitly saying like I wasn't always like this. So some people were like, oh, like shit. Like there was a stage where I was posting everything because that's how I got so big. Is me just they're like, this nigga does everything from this to that, shoots a Nike, then also birthday parties, like
that's a podcast.
And everything. So like it was working for me because it's like people are like, oh, I can work with him because I saw him shoot something random. And the big company's like, oh, he does do that. So I was actually getting everything. But I don't want everything.
Yeah, no, you don't. You don't.
So
I have people wanting to do like collab events and stuff like that. And I'm like, I don't need to. Like respectfully, I don't need to do that.
But you can do that now.
Yes. Yes.
You work to that.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I've been asked this question because some people were like, how do you get to a point where you can turn things down? It's like, it's really time. It's time, consistency, and growth. Because I wasn't just turning things down from the beginning. That's
also, everything that you did at home, that was kind of like you building up your portfolio. Exactly. That was experimenting. That's the collaborations, bring them on and everything like that. It's like, a city like LA has money. Right. Also, that's another thing. Yeah. Like for me, I'm just like, I know you have money.
Right.
Like, let's not play. Let's just keep it moving and do what we need to do.
Facts. Tell me about the first time you, I guess, knew that you were different in the sense that, like, everyone says they're an entrepreneur, everyone says they're host events, or everyone says they're a brand agent, like you were saying before, like, but when did you know that, like, okay, like, I'm not like the other ones. Like, and that's as cocky as you can say it, but like, it's like people, I do that too. Yeah. Like, someone's like, oh, I do branding too. You're like, like, when were you like, what did you do that really gave you the confidence to be like, I'm not the same anymore?
After the first espresso event, because I was like, me even getting a 4-star hotel, and it's like, the Mondrian is like a staple in LA. Right. They have one in Miami. It's a franchise hotel. For me to just show, all I did was when I first initially approached them before I even showed them my pitch deck, I just told them the idea and I showed them my phone contacts. And I was like, these people might pull up, right? And so when I naturally put it together and then so many people came out the first time and they were like, yo, I really like what you're doing, whatever, all this stuff. I'm like, I think I'm a little different. Like, for people to naturally gravitate. And I think, honestly, it's so important that you say this because I think all creatives feel like this. We are a different prototype of a human being. And I truly believe that. Yeah. We're always the black sheep of the family or othered or something like that along our storyline that has turned us into wanting to express ourselves through a creative outlet, whether that's photography, videography, whatever it is. But that's the motivation that makes us great. And we always have that itch that life isn't, good enough unless we do these things. So I feel like after that first event, I was just like, oh, shit, I think I'm onto something. I think I'm a little different.
I love that. When did you realize everything was worth it? Or have you realized it was worth it yet? All the sacrifice, all the changes, the moving, the crying, the tears, the money, the spending, the traveling. Yeah. Have you realized this was all worth it yet? Or are you still like, I don't know if it's for me?
No, I definitely have realized that because even on my worst days when I'm like driving on the freeway, highway, whatever you want to call it, and I see like mountains and palm trees and stuff, I'm like, even if nothing is gonna work out for me
Yeah.
here, like
look what I did.
look what I did.
Mhm.
And I remember, like, I'm big on journaling. I'm big on declaring, manifesting, visualizing, all that stuff. I remember driving back home being like, I don't like the gray skies.
Yeah.
Like, I know that I have to live somewhere in a warm place that's beautiful. Even on its worst day, I hear like birds chirping and things like that. And I felt like I always used to escape with travel and things like that. You know what I mean? But also, like, things have happened in my world. Like, I didn't grow up with my dad, but I found out that he passed. In the same week, I got an award here. There was Thinkers USA gave me a Woman Impact Award, which was sponsored by Tiffany & Co. at Fleming Steakhouse for what I've done with espresso. And the same week I find out that he passes, and it was the first time my family was supposed to actually go visit him and meet him and, try to connect dots of our family lineage and stuff like that. And I went through those two extremes, and I was like at home, like out. That was one of those like burnout moments. And I was just like, damn, like stripping everything, going from like the highest high to the lowest low. And I'm just like, I still want to be here. And I think that's the core difference. Like, it's worth it when you are challenged and tested and you still are willing to wake up the next day and try it all over again. So, yeah, I think it, yeah.
Now let's get into...
I told Ryan, you know what I was going to text you earlier too?
What?
You know how like, what is it, like artists have like their writers? They'll be like, I want pink starburst or something.
Right.
I was going to be like, get me a vomit bucket. That's what I want. Okay, go.
Have you ever had a relationship that changed you as a person?
Yep. Yes, my last relationship, it was my long-term relationship. It was my real serious relationship. I've been in 3 major relationships in my life. First one's baby puppy love.
Yeah.
Second, I would say great human being also. 3 people that I've dealt with are amazing human beings. I will say that. Second was, I realized I loved how much he loved me, but there was definitely compatibility, differences. Then after that happened, and that taught me a lot. That wasn't a real relationship, but it was long enough to be that, I guess, in hindsight, but it was long distance. Okay. So I didn't really count it in my brain.
Sure.
And then my last relationship shifted my world completely. So
positively or negatively?
In both ways. In both ways. I would not be over here if it wasn't for that relationship. Like, literally in LA, doing what I'm doing, having the confidence and balls to do what I'm doing if it wasn't for that relationship in positive and negative ways.
When you say shifted your world, you're saying like it pushed you into something else, or it made you have to be something else?
It made the second one. I changed I changed my entire being after that relationship.
In hindsight, are you glad?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Always.
Right.
I think that's what relationship, this is the thing. Like, I don't understand, unless it got to an extreme of like, domestic violence or something like extreme or whatever. But like, people forget that relationships, even at its worst day, it's supposed to teach you. It's all character development.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that comes with age and you realize that. But the positive way was he changed my world. Like, you know how you told me to slow down when I'm talking? He did that for me in all ways. Like, he really reminded me of my spiritual self. And we traveled a lot in the world together. That's an important thing for me. We lived together. We got to do business together and work on projects. It was the first time I really got to see who I am in like a long term. Yeah, and I was like wifey mode, looking at TikTok recipes and you know what I mean? I had my dream life for a second. So
without, I guess, saying specifically how, but like, what do you think was the main reason it didn't work out? Was it timing? Was it path? Okay.
I'm okay with sharing. The reason why I laugh about this is because so many people try to like have conversations with me in like podcasts and stuff about relationships, but you actually do know me.
Of course.
So I'm happy to be open because I think this can also help other people as well too. That's the whole point, But I think what tends to happen a lot of the time, especially when you have 2 creatives in the same house. Have you dated a creative before?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So
competition
is a major one. Competition is a major one, and comparing and projection. and I got to experience that. Like, I also made a lot of mistakes, you know.
The comparing is the worst one.
It's
Because it's like, oh, you're
so
doing this, not. It's
extreme.
like we're not. It's not against.
Or if it's like, if today is about me, it's still about the other person. And I didn't really get to be my full self.
Fair.
Anytime I attempted to be my full self, in hindsight, when I look at it, is like, it was acknowledged, but not fully celebrated. And I was always tested to be a different version of myself. And there was a 7-year difference. Older.
Age. Okay.
Yeah. So I think that played a big role. I had to grow up.
You're younger doing some dope things.
Yeah. And also...
But they may not necessarily respected that you're doing things you're doing.
He always respected everything that I did, but like it's almost like we got so consumed in building him up, and I'm like that. When I get into a relationship, I've noticed in 3 real relationships, I will literally
make it about them,
sacrifice my entire existence and make it about them, and then the bad part is that I'll have a little bit of resentment. And I had to learn that about myself, to not overly give, because I think I've always give the boss chick persona, and then I like that in the beginning when a man admires that in me, but then that ends up also being the issue sometimes as well too, because I'm just like, you only like me because I have something to offer, and I had to learn that.
I feel like it's so interesting because I've met so many different, women doing great things for themselves, and bosses and owners, entrepreneurs, one who's a millionaire, like doing some really dope things. And one thing I've noticed, regardless of who these women are, is, and for you as well, is no matter how successful or powerful your job makes you have to be or whatever, y'all don't want to be that.
Hell no.
In your relationship.
Hell no. I'm not joking. It's happened on dates before where someone has like me and you could take over the world together, and you're like,
it's like, nah, I kind of want you to take over the world. And me to kind of be soft.
Set up the world and let me know when it's done.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'll take over my world. You take over the world for us. I feel like a lot of y'all just want, like, you're so used to being in that space and being that version of yourself for the outside and for the world and for your job and for your career. That's like, you don't want that in your relationship. I don't want to have to feel like I got to be this boss with you as my partner.
Bro, I want to turn off my brain when I get home. And there is something to masculine and feminine energy. I'm fully in my masculine energy at work. I have to be.
Yeah.
Masculine energy to me is being fully 100% logical.
Yeah.
No emotions get in the way. I have to be like that. It's delivering a lot of things and it works out in my favor. So when I'm at home and that's not activated in me, I will also be the masculine at home and take over the situation. So that's what happened. It was a lot of...
But it'll create distance in your relationship.
Yeah, but
if you can't shut that off.
Yes, and what happened was, like, I started to overly extend myself and work on his things, and then I would be like, you haven't even asked me how my day was. You
still want to be that.
Yeah.
But you're not even getting that
He's
space.
Like, but you're the one that told us to focus on me today. And so it happened so often. There was so much friction. And to a point where it was just like exhausting. It just felt like a conversation that would never end, you know?
Yeah. And thank you for sharing that. And I think it's like, it's so funny because in reverse, for me, it's like, because I'm a man, so I don't necessarily need, to be in my feminine, so to speak. But it's like, in my creative relationship, when I was with someone who's also creative, it was kind of like, I don't want my partner to feel like they have to be doing just as much as me or more than me, or, okay, I guess the best I can say is, if you're my partner, I've already chosen you.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about what other people think of me or what the world thinks of me or what social media, how they view me as Mr. K or whatever. Like, I've chosen you. So you win. Like, in terms of, like, you have me at my calmest, my purest. Like, you don't have to fight me on nothing. You don't have to be you don't have to be doing anything to prove to me. I already chose you. But
do you know how hard that is for the average person to understand? Projection is a real beast, because you're dealing with someone's insecurities, and I can take accountability. I was so insecure because I think that so many people, especially coming from a one-parent household where my mom is a woman entrepreneur,
Yeah.
she's been celebrated for working hard. That was my whole identity.
Yeah.
So it's like now it's like you're stripping that away from me, but I also want to put it down because like the real me knows that I shouldn't be doing that, you know. And now you're projecting, or I feel insecure if I'm not performing for you, or you're not validating my feelings.
Yeah.
Like that's a whole other beast on its own.
Yeah. And it really comes down, especially in my opinion, when two creatives, it can work.
Yeah.
Creatives can work can be together. But the element that has to exist, honestly, is celebration of the other person.
Yes.
It has to exist.
I also think a degree of separation.
Like giving each other space?
Mhm.
Oh, I mean, that's a given for me.
But even creatively, like now how I would do it is I work on my project, you work on your project, and then we have a joint project.
Oh, instead of doing everything together.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think that has to happen in any relationship.
Yeah, no, I didn't know.
I feel like when people are just doing everything together, it's like
I used to be one of those.
we don't have to do everything.
I used to go to the gym together.
No, do what you want to do. Have your own your own interests. Like we can have a thing we do, but you have to have your own thing.
Oh, you couldn't tell me that during the pandemic. I was like,
I mean, the pandemic's not a realistic situation. The pandemic is a very unique one-of-one.
I can't believe we went through that.
I know. The pandemic is a very one-of-one scenario where it's like nothing was really normal. So that's hard to fight that one. But okay. What do you think was the one move you made? And maybe you kind of already shared it, but what do you think was the one move you made that actually changed the whole trajectory of your life?
Okay, it actually goes back to that relationship because we lived together, and it was always a dream of mine to do a solo Europe trip. Okay. I've always imagined that since I was a kid. So I was like, this is at the time.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so I put all my stuff in a storage unit, and I did a 2-month Europe trip.
By yourself?
By myself. He ended up coming for one of the months.
Okay.
Which was crazy.
You're like, so you're still here. So I said going solo, and somehow you're still here.
No, but it's crazy to like, now that I think about it, I can laugh about it now, but what were we thinking? We just broke the whole house apart.
Wow.
Put stuff in a storage unit separately, said like, hey, you know, like, wish you the best. And then I went on my Euro trip. He's like, can I come? I was like, come on.
And you're like, I still miss you. So come.
Let's figure this out.
Yeah.
But so he spent like maybe like 3-4 weeks, and then he went back home, and that was really like the end of it or whatever, the separation. So I was there like going through a breakup, and one thing that I do want to bring up is, because I just brought it on my own talk series too, that I'm starting to open up about it. I got really sick. I have autoimmune disorder, which causes shingles and alopecia. Oh wow! And it's very triggered by stress. And
you always had it, or
no, it definitely activated from that relationship.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's the first time I got to see that in myself. I've never experienced that before in my life, and it was bad. I hid it from the world. I would like go to the Walmart and like reach out for like stuff, and my arm would just like hurt, nerve pinch. It was so bad. I had to get cortisone shots in my head. Like it was really extreme. So even to your question earlier, like I just fully exhausted myself. When I do something, I do it fully. Yeah. Even if it's in love. So then when I did it, I went to this Europe trip, and then I was really by myself. I stripped myself of calling my girls, hanging out with them, getting drunk, whatever you do like during a breakup. They were on different time zones. I stripped myself of everything. And I started journaling. And that was like a big thing. Like I was in Europe by myself, looking at this beautiful architecture, trying to design the woman that I wanted to be. And from that space, that changed my entire world. Like I knew I was going to be here. I knew exactly what I was going to look like, what I was going to be.
You envisioned it.
I envisioned it. I'm literally her right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's powerful.
Can I just say I love that you do this?
The Notebook?
Yeah, I love it.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
It's just
it makes me feel like I'm in like a real therapy session.
Yeah, maybe. I never thought of it like that.
You gotta wear your glasses. Don't you always wear glasses?
My glasses are not prescription. They're just aesthetic.
Oh.
I have great eyes.
Gonna fool me.
For people who don't know, my glasses I wear, my eyes are great. I just wear it because I'm bougie and I like gold. Those are Cartier. A waste of money that I just wanted because I just liked it, but I don't need glasses.
All right, well, you should wear them to look like a fake therapist.
That's funny. But no, I feel like the Notebook thing, like this Notebook, I've been writing it for, all my events, my dating events.
You got good handwriting.
From far.
Yeah.
If you look at it close, it's like I've always had like really nice handwriting as a kid, but yeah, no, I've in these I basically document all my events. So what worked, what didn't work, how many people
Wow.
so all the 1+1 night events I've
Okay,
had.
that's different.
What do you mean?
That I don't think a lot of people do that.
Oh, probably not.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, probably not.
That's very unique to you. That's
Thank
cool.
you. Oh, like this is the three-peat, for example. I don't know if you can read that real quick. Remember when I did the event in Toronto?
Yeah.
So like I basically was documenting it in real time, like when it was happening, how many guests.
Okay,
came.
never mind. Your writing looks great from afar. I cannot
Yeah, you
even
can't see
read
that.
one word.
That's why you can't read that shit.
Okay, kind of.
Some of it. Do you see where it says
Scribbles.
three-peat?
Yeah.
At least that. But yeah, so it became a way for me to just kind of like dump my thoughts and my feelings and how I felt about what I was
writing
what
in
I
this
was
day
building.
and age.
Yeah, because everything's text. So you're not even people probably forgot how to even use their freaking fingers.
Seriously.
Like to actually write with a pen.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess it just became my thing from hosting the events. And then when honestly, it became part of this podcast because when I was making the plan for this podcast, I was like, okay, once I built everything, I was like, how do I want this to run? I don't want it to just be like a interview where it's just me just asking questions and nothing happens. So I sat right here and I started writing out like this flow of this convo. Like it's flowing this way because of this. Yeah. Like I'm like, I don't want it to be where I'm just free for all.
You can't be doing that.
It can be.
You actually have a skeleton. Yeah.
It has to have a skeleton. Yeah. So I wrote it in this book, in this space, and it became my tool.
I love that.
So that brings us to the next section. That was the first move section, which we just exited, which essentially is the element of the show. But as you know, I have a game, which also is a first. Yeah. So the first date game section, essentially, we both pull 2 questions from my game. Whatever 2 questions they are, and we both answer it. Answer the question we pull.
Getting all sweaty.
Okay, so just pull 2 questions off the top and keep it face down.
Okay.
And I will pull my 2.
These are good.
Answer your first question, Tamina.
Do you give second chances after a bad first date? Why or why not? So I'm answering
You answer your own question. Correct.
Okay, so before it was a no. Like, it was so easy for me to be out when I first started dating. Yeah. Like, after a long time of me being single, I was like, bad date, you're out, bro.
It's cooked.
Yeah. Done. If it's not instant chemistry and connection, it's there's 8 billion people in the world. I'm not yours. Sure. Now, there was a recent date where I did, because I'm trying to hold myself more accountable. And
that I could have been the reason the date was bad?
Yeah. I'm like actually challenging myself. But then I found out that it's not.
It's still not me.
It was you times 2.
I lied. Just kidding.
Just kidding. You suck.
Okay. So
no, but I did try.
Okay.
I really
would you try again? Like, are you open? Like,
yes.
Okay, what is a bad first date, first of all, to Tamina?
Ooh, how much time do you have?
Hey, what's I'm not saying you have to give a bunch of them, but like what makes a date bad to you?
If you're just talking about yourself, the whole point is for 2 humans to be in a neutral space to have an exchange. Yep. Some people get so caught up in the pitch and the sell that they don't realize they just consumed our time together to sell themselves.
You're just sitting there like...
And I'm like, you
they
haven't
really just
asked me
and just start
one
talking to themselves the whole time?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. They'll tell me what they do for work, you know, people that are around if it's LA, like, or just the goody boy answers, close with their family or whatever it is. But then I'm just like,
and ask you
that's
nothing.
Nice. Do you know anything about me? I'm a psychopath that kills people for fun. Like, how do you know that you're compatible
and they
with
ask
me?
Nothing?
No. And that's when I realized that it's just some
How
surface
could a man
level.
ask nothing?
Like not nothing, but like keep it so surface to a point I'm not not gonna fold. You know? Like you overshared. I don't like people that overshare on a first date.
What's oversharing to you?
I think trauma, like dumping.
Gotcha.
If it naturally, organically happens and we open up.
For example, if you asked and it got you there.
Yeah,
but you're just throwing on them, you're like, okay.
I've seen that. That's a huge one for a bad date. Because I'm just like,
This is for your therapist.
Yeah. And also it's like, you don't know how to read the room. That's a big thing for me in this world. And
also them doing that, you're like, I have to receive this now.
And I have to go home and sleep with the fact that your, puppy died.
Right. And you're an empath, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm too much of an empath.
So you're like,
right now.
you just did this to me without even considering anything.
Yeah.
And I don't even know you like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also think it's an insecurity thing when people overshare. Like, I'm talking about real oversharing. I feel like trauma dumping, to me, it bleeds insecurity. Like, you haven't read the room. I haven't earned your trust. It's too telling of the person's character to just open up and overly expose themselves to a stranger. Like, there's a fine line between that's admirable or like, you don't know me like that. Yeah.
Okay.
But to answer your question, I would give someone a second chance now because I'm grown enough to realize that some people might be nervous.
It's true.
You know,
my question, I guess my question to that though is, do you want a nervous guy?
No, but
but
I'm not gonna lie, it feeds my ego a little bit.
Okay,
like,
but hey,
nervous.
I like the honesty. No, hey, I like the honesty.
You know, like it's. I think if he was nervous on the date, but he clocked himself and then hit me up after,
like, hey, yo, I
wasn't being myself.
Sure.
Now you're not that shy. Like, you were just shy in the moment, but overall you're secure enough or confident enough to reapproach it. Taking a second date.
You're like, hey, I got you. You respect that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's cool. So yeah, if you guys pull up and you guys, are nervous around Tamia, just tell her.
I'm like, no.
My question is, have you used any dating apps? If yes, which ones?
The only one that I've ever done is
it's not for you, but if you answer it.
Oh yeah, it's yours.
Yeah, go.
No.
Yap, if you want, you already started your yap.
No.
Finish your yap.
Delete. Edit. Go.
She does. No, it's for me. Have I used any dating apps? I've used Hinge. Also, a lot of the apps that I have used, truthfully, was to kind of market research for my own app that I'm building. But I've also used it actively for meeting people, especially my first guy here that know anybody. So I was like, let me see who's around. Bumble's terrible. Tinder, I've never even downloaded Tinder since probably university days. Yeah. I would say Hinge is probably, if I've used an app when I've used them in and out, Hinge is probably the most consistent one that I've used and popped in to be like, oh, okay. I guess just because of the way it's allows you to filter certain things. Like, I filter by race and height and
it literally lets you. Okay.
Yeah, like I'm just like, I only want black women. I only want this. Like, yeah. So I like that because you can't do that in certain apps.
You have to pay for it?
Not for those filters.
Yeah.
But you have to pay for more filters.
Oh, okay.
Like, say you want
be more specific.
Yeah, like I think there's like if you want someone with no kids, you have to pay for that.
Crazy.
So it's like, because that's specifically like if you want a no kid thing, you have to pay for it. Otherwise you might get people with kids.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But the filter just by race and education and height, like that's free. So I've liked that Hinge had done that. So shout out Hinge for you guys for doing that.
I know 2 people married from Hinge.
Oh, dope.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't have any qualms with the app. I don't do well on apps though, because of my personality.
Also, the industry that we're in.
Yeah.
Do you not meet humans all the time?
I meet them everywhere.
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily need the apps, but every now and then I'll go on there because you don't know who randomly is on there. So I'll be like, oh, who's on there? Like, because there's a girl out there that's like, oh, I'm tired of meeting people. Let me just see. And you may meet the person that's also like, oh, let me. And truthfully, that's how I met someone on there, because we're both just like, let's just see what's on there, and it happened. So I have met someone on there before. But I feel like I don't do well on apps because I'm so particular. I'm too particular.
What are they? Let's hear them.
Like, I made a post on my story maybe a couple weeks ago about me not trusting people who don't smile in their pictures.
I'm like, do I smile?
Like, and everyone started messaging me just like, I started checking. I'm like, I don't smile. Like, I'm big. I really like a good smile. Like, I have a pretty good smile. I like to say I like my smile.
Yeah.
So I like women with nice smiles. That's something
how do you know that they're not just hiding their nice smile?
I don't trust that. No, and that's the thing. I can be wrong, but the thing is,
you don't know the baddie pose. Like
I said, that's why I don't do well on apps, because you can have a great smile and just hide it, but I'm gonna press X because I don't know that you do or not, and because I don't know,
too mysterious. X.
Facts. I don't like that. I don't know what's in there. So I'm gonna press X, and there's some beautiful. Listen, I'm telling you right now, there's some beautiful girls I've seen on Hinge. And I'm going through it, especially in LA. Like, and I'm going through the pictures and no smile. I will literally press X.
That's crazy.
On pretty girls, because I'm just like, I don't trust
my page.
I don't trust it.
That's crazy.
And I say that because I've also met some pretty girls that have bad smiles. I'm like, fuck, like bad teeth, bad this.
That's like a big thing. You know what? Teeth is a big thing.
It's so big for me. It might be bigger than most things for other people, but for me, I'm like, if I don't know, I just can't do it. And I'm like, this app doesn't work for me because I'm like, I'm pressing X on girls. I'm like, damn, she's bad. No smile. I'm like, can't. I'm dead. I dead ass can't do. I can't do it.
You gotta start saying yes to a few.
I'm not saying yes to those.
You have to, because what if she's just choosing? How many pictures can you choose on Hinge?
Maybe like 7, 6.
Yeah, how do you know the 7
6
are not
or 7,
her like baddie resting?
6 or 7, not one smile. I can't trust it. Especially if it's a closed lip tight smile. that I know.
Why are you
now
stealing your shit?
Now I know you're sneaking. You're hiding something because you are smiling, but just keeping the lips closed. Those teeth are jacked.
Crazy.
I'm not trusting it. So there's that.
You definitely missed out on
probably
your soulmate.
Sure. There's more than one out there.
Oh, do you believe in more than one soulmate?
1,000%. There's not just one. There's not just one. I feel like our souls are so fluid. We're meeting people like even to think like you could have a like just from like a basis level, you could have a soulmate in Canada. You could have a soulmate in the United States. You could have a soulmate in Asia. You could have a soulmate in Africa.
I know.
How could your soulmate's only one spot of the world? No, it depends on where you are in your life. You might travel and meet someone in Paris one day, and you're like, what the fuck?
How many soulmates have you had?
None, because I'm not with them.
Oh, you think soulmates are just bounded by a few?
To me.
Okay.
I feel like my at least a romantic soulmate.
Yeah.
I think we have friend soulmates because I do have some friends that be friends for life.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Female ones.
Yeah.
And I'm like, friend, you get me, we get each other.
Yeah.
We're not gonna be together, but this is
and this is for life.
You're for life.
Yeah.
Whoever I meet is gonna have to know who you are.
That's true.
It is what it is.
I have that too.
You know what I'm saying? Like if they're not okay with it, they go. And I'm being dead ass. They go. Doesn't mean I want her. Like I'm just telling you, this person, we know each other. We're cool. We talk like I don't have to explain nothing. That person's part of my life, whether you like it or not. It is what it is. So I have those people platonically.
Yeah. But
romantically, I feel like if I had a romantic soulmate, I would be with her.
Yeah. Okay.
Period.
Because some people miss their soulmates.
Sure.
Like, not me.
Yeah. Sure.
Open mouth.
I just. Sure. I mean, I also feel like if it's really my soulmate, I would have clicked yeah.
Okay. I like that. I like your theory on.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
it's
it like
Disney. I like it.
Disney?
Yeah.
I don't know. I also live a very trustful life in my decisions. And I feel like every decision I made and not made were right.
Like you don't have many regrets.
Zero.
You trust yourself enough.
Zero.
Okay, I like that.
Zero.
I like that. Most people confuse themselves.
Moving here, having my daughter, like everything was like, you're supposed to do that. That's why you did it. It's okay. You're supposed to say yes or say no. It's okay. Let go of that client, even though you're making some bread. More bread comes later. I'm like, good shit, good thing.
Yeah.
So because of that, I'm like, I feel like the same thing romantically. I'm like, let's just say it is Hinge, and you're like,
yeah.
If there's one girl that I'm like not smiling, but I'm like, say yes.
Like you will intuit
something.
I get what you're
something
saying.
will say yes. I know you say no girls without smiling, no girls without showing teeth. I know you say this, Ryan, but if you can't press X on this,
that's when you know.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's.
I kind of wonder that over time as I age. I'm not going to speak for both of us, but like as I age, I sometimes easily can confuse myself. Like I could be like, am I being too picky, or is this what love is supposed to be like?
Right,
you know
right.
what I mean? But it's true. In every other department of your life, it works.
So why don't you trust it there?
Yeah, it's true.
And that another point with that is so funny because I've actually told women this.
Yeah.
The women have y'all, I'll speak to y'all. Women have a very short leash when it comes to rejection, failure, and heartbreak in relationships. Super short. If this didn't work out, I'm never doing it again. I reached out to a guy first time, never doing it again. I set this whole date up, it didn't work out, never do. You guys do these things one time or a couple times and it fails and you guys cut that off completely. But anything else in your life, whether it's building your business, your makeup brand, you try new outfits, changing your hair, traveling somewhere, your friendships, people screwing you guys over on that type of stuff, you guys give that all the other chances. Your business, all the other chances. You guys will fail on stuff, try again, get up, sports, whatever. You guys will do all these. You guys will do things over and over and over again for everything else in your life except relationships.
That's so true. You know what I realized is like a big issue in that world too? It's like the type of friends the girl has. Like, because a lot of the times I realized that I used to have friendships in my life where they would egg on that to be like, you're off of him. That he doesn't deserve you.
Because then they bleed into it and they make you keep doing that.
Yeah,
It actually continue.
Actually kind of okay. Like
It perpetuates that same dynamic because that's how they think. They cut all that stuff out. Oh, don't do it. Never chase a man, never this. That's fine. No one's saying chase and do all that. But it's like the same grace you give every other thing in your life. Every other failure in your life that you continually try again. It didn't work out. You don't say I'm giving up. If you moved here and it didn't work out the first time, you're not saying I'm giving up. If you didn't get that one hotel deal closed, you're like, oh, no more hotels for me.
There's
like
no ego in that.
Exactly. But in relationships, you guys are like, oh, I got hurt 2 times. I'm never doing it.
But we're also treated differently in life as well too. Like our birthdays will be a whole month, you know?
Yeah.
Like we get hurt, everyone's like, are you okay?
Right,
like,
I get it.
You're catered differently.
I understand that.
You know? So it's a hard adjustment to like wake up to the world and realize that it's you gotta thug those things out as well too.
I'm not saying I don't understand why you guys do it.
You're like, but stop.
It needs to stop. I mean, at the end of the day,
it's true.
It doesn't need to stop. It doesn't need to stop unless you want something different.
True.
If you don't care, keep it rolling.
That's true.
Keep it rolling. Keep saying never again, never again. Sure. But if you want something different, if you want kids, want to be married, want to be happy in a relationship, you're gonna have to try again. Your second question, actually, not mine yet.
That was good. I agree. Share your stance on chivalry.
Chivalry. Mm-hmm.
Chivalry. I like always mess up how to pronounce that.
That's fine.
What does that mean? Share your stance on it, like just in general. How?
Yeah. What's your perspective on chivalry? Like men opening doors, men doing this, men bringing flowers. Why?
Do all that.
Go ahead, dive into it. Why?
Okay, this is the thing. I'm so glad we're having this conversation. I was talking to my girl about this because on a day, I do want my man to open the door. If it's like the first
doors, car doors, front doors, restaurant doors.
Yes, but if let's say, okay, this is the rule, right? When you first see me, open my door.
Car door.
Okay. Right?
To let you in the car. If they pick you up.
If they're picking me up, come out, say what's up, hug, whatever, and then open the door. Right?
Got you.
Then when we're at the restaurant, open the door.
To get you out.
To get me out.
Okay.
But now all the in-betweens, like 25 doors in between, it's fine. Just chill, bro. You know?
Fair.
And then on the way out, open the door. Exit. Like if you're dropping me back home. Mm-hmm. So it's the first initial impression.
Intros and outros.
All the doors in between is a little too much. Like I'm also not going to like wait around every time too. But I truly believe in it. And I think that there's like a notion in the world right now. And I think it's also contributing to why my stuff is kind of on the right direction of things. Because I do think that there's a frame of work with women asking for handouts right now. Mm-hmm. And especially in an environment like LA, that's a lot of the conversation. And I hear from men all the time. I have a little brother. He talks about the same thing. Like girls are like, give me money, basically, to go on a date with them. Dead ass. Yeah, straight up, like extortion, you know? Yeah. So I think the reason why my stuff is working is because it's like actually me self-funding and, independently doing things and everything like that.
You're not saying come save me.
Exactly. Yeah. And I'm not also ever trying to emasculate a man with it too. I'm just existing.
Yeah.
I genuinely liking my nails done. Mm-hmm. I like doing my hair. I like doing all of these things. I would never, ever ask a man to do anything outside of what I can't do as well too. And not just do it for myself, do for him also. Right. If you ask for my time and energy, especially in the era that I'm in right now, I do not need to go on dates right now. I probably shouldn't, Like I'm in full hustle mode.
Right.
You know that it's not bullshit. I will show you my calendar. If I set my time aside to sit with you, give you energy and everything like that, approach me how life approaches me. I work with 4-star hotels. I get valet free service all the time. They open my doors for me. Mm-hmm. I get offered these things and stuff like that. Doesn't need to be all the time, and I'm perfectly okay with paying for future dates and everything like that. But show up and show out the first time around.
I respect it.
First couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I respect it. What about flowers and stuff like that? Are you a flower girl?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever met a woman that's not a flower girl.
I have.
That she said she doesn't like flowers?
She doesn't give a fuck about them.
No, sign me up. What? Drown me in flowers. Okay. What? I love gestures.
So flowers on the first day, is that a thing?
Yeah, I've had a couple of where
they show up with flowers.
Yeah, and I love it.
You love it? Okay.
I love it because
this free game. I'm telling y'all. No, for real. Look, if you show up to a day with flowers, I've done it as well. If you show up to a day with flowers, different.
It's different.
It'll set the whole tone of the day.
Because you're literally validating our little girl in us. Do you get what I mean? Like all the movies we grew up watching, you're that guy right now.
Especially if you're an ugly nigga, bring flowers. she will not even realize. She'll just be like, "Oh shit! Oh, thank you."
You're there giving her flowers just to see if she like cracks a smile.
Listen.
To see her cute.
All right, no, I respect that. Have you ever had to let go of a dream career? If yes, please expand. Yeah,
Wow.
absolutely. I mean, yeah, the people who do know me, basketball was my dream career. That was my dream. That was my path. That's what I wanted. And I don't really feel like, I mean, I guess I had to let go of it, but it let go of me. I got injured, and after that I got cut while I was injured, and it kind of snowballed into a depression and me kind of finding what I want to do after that, and just being a regular student finishing my degree in Ottawa U, and I didn't have a choice to let go of it. It let go of me. I was like, you gotta let go of it because it's done. So that's why even in this intro, like part of it was me discussing success, relationships, and also reinvention. Like I've reinvented myself so many times in my career.
Are you more of an
life.
athlete or creative? Like your whole personality in hindsight up to this point in your life?
It's both.
Okay.
It's both because I'm a successful creative because I'm an athlete. Right. Seriously.
I know. I can see that.
The sacrifice and stuff I would do on the court and for gym is me not sleeping. That's nothing. I'm like, whatever. Training for school, like hustling, going to the gym, that's nothing. Me learning something new, that's nothing. If I'm not good at something, I can't shoot my left hand, do it all day for the next 3 weeks.
I also think that honestly, on a surface level, you have an advantage of looking like a basketball player in spaces as well.
Oh, like looking like one? I'm not that tall though. In the United States.
Yeah, I guess.
Think about it.
But you're still tall.
I mean, you're
chill. I'm tall on camera.
Yeah, but like people that you invite to your events, like when you see actual American those guys, like the U.S. height is different than her. Like I'm tall to the regular. I'm 6'3". I'm not short.
Yes.
But like to put in perspective, I was the third shortest on my basketball team in Ottawa. Like when you're on a team with actual basketball players, I'm literally the third shortest on my team.
Yeah.
It was literally me, 2 other people shorter than me, and then it was 6'4", 6'5", 6'7", 6'8", 6'10".
But okay, so then I get what you're saying.
No one thinks I'm a basketball player in the United States.
Okay.
let's be clear. Maybe in Toronto, people are like, "Oh, you play basketball?" Because I'm taller than most people in most spaces. Mm-hmm. Here, it's like,
hey, listen, I appreciate the American height as well too.
I mean, hey, short girls love tall guys. I don't know why, but I don't know.
Don't know why?
I don't know why I love the tallest guy when you guys are the shortest girls.
Because I personally, I don't care how short I am. If I can't reach for something in the top cabinet and he can't want it. It's over with.
Okay, that's cool. But yeah, I had to let go of that for sure. But I definitely, I don't regret having to let go of that. It needed to happen to be what I am now. If I was still chasing basketball, if I was still chasing basketball and some guys are still trying to go pro.
Oh, trust me, I see it.
You know what I mean? So if I was still that guy, like I would have, missed out on so many other things I've tapped into in my creativity, my exploration, my personality, all these things.
Well, I also have like the honor of seeing you from a kid to
you witnessed
a grown man that's so multifaceted, multi-talented and everything like that. Like this is the whole point of life. You're supposed to just explore different parts of yourself until you figure out this meat body that God assigned to us with a soul. You know what I mean? And see, that's a good point. It's like when we talk about sacrifice for both of us moving countries and betting on ourselves full force, it's like, I can't even think about what the alternate reality is. If I'm not challenging myself, if I'm not figuring this out, like even for you, like I call this my second life because I feel like a whole different being.
Yeah.
I have journals from like 2 years ago, and I'm like, I don't even resonate there no more.
Yeah.
Same thing with you. You're on your second life.
This is my 5th life, to be honest.
Okay. True, because even fatherhood is another life.
Fatherhood is another life. Yeah. I worked corporate for 4 years before I quit my job.
Right.
Before I worked corporate, I wanted to be an athlete. Like I literally, man.
What a grand life.
What? I'm so full.
Yes.
Like I can truthfully say, like, and I'll say this to you because you know me personally, like, if anything was to happen to me in life, like God forbid, obviously, but like I did it.
Yes.
I did everything I wanted to do. Now it's just I want to do more because as humans we want to do more.
Right.
I want to be a great father. I want to see my daughter grow old and all these things, but there's nothing I can say. There's nothing I can say I wanted to do and did not do.
But see, you know how this whole thing is like so heavily also focused on relationships and like your card game is around that. Like, isn't it so cool to know that you haven't even found your forever person yet, and you don't even know who you're going to be in that space? Like,
You're talking about me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like in
Because
this
that's another
bracket,
person.
Yes.
When I find my wife, that's another person.
But I'm even saying, like, you know what you said, your cup is full. Like, I'm curious to see who
like
I am.
more full.
Yes,
like, how do you get more full?
Yes. Or like, to me, I'm like, I have never been this version of myself. I don't even know what that looks like. I've always needed, if I'm being vulnerable now, I've always needed my relationship to fill my cup up to a certain degree. Now my cup is so full on an average basis that someone is literally the cherry on top. And that's a cool place to be in. That. And like, I'm excited for you too. Because what's going to come from this space? You're on your 5th life.
100%.
Whenever you find your person, you have these grand
it's literally cup runneth over is literally the term.
Yes.
Like overflowing.
Yes. Yeah. And you have stories to tell your person until both of your hairs go gray. Yeah. That's cool.
Years of stories. You're like, so where do we start? You're like, page 1.
Right.
You're like, you tell me, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's exciting.
That's so cool.
I agree.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. So that brings us to the pod wall, the album wall. Every album on this wall, actually, at some point, it's impacted me at different stages of my life. Whether it's the whole album, whether it's a couple songs off the album.
Yeah.
And when I was putting this together, you know, I was like, it was just, I was going to the album store. I was like, I need that.
Yeah.
I need that. I need that. Oh, that was the one was here. That was the one was here. And it just kind of fell into, I'm like, I need them all. I could just get a couple.
So cool.
So when I got them all and I put them up, there's something like, every time I come here, there's something very euphoric when I look at the wall. Because I can see myself in every place.
I'm so curious
when I was hearing all of these.
Yeah.
But the question is for you. You can ask me a question after, but I'm sure there's multiple albums you connect with, but what album, when you look at this wall, do you connect with immediately?
Immediately? Oh, there's 2. I'm going between House of Balloons and Lemonade.
Okay. Choose one.
I'm going to go with Lemonade because Beyonce is the best, and I don't care if anyone says that she's overrated or anything like that. I think her taking one of the craziest things that's happened with the, you know, like finding out that she's been cheated on and she's like this superwoman boss chick that every guy would die to be with, self-made, all these things and stuff, and how she flipped it into art is nuts. It's
in front of the world.
Too good. Even like the album cover, like her putting her head down like that in a fur jacket.
Hard.
That's how I approach my situation.
You're like, I'm gonna be sad, but I'm gonna be bougie about it.
Exactly. If I'm gonna go through a heartbreak, it's gonna look like a trip to Paris.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be me looking at the Eiffel Tower.
So what song or lyric do you remember from Lemonade?
I mean, what was the biggest one? Where she's like,
don't
hurt yourself. Is that on there?
I think so.
Yeah, Don't Hurt Yourself is on there. Ooh, I love that song.
What's the lyric? Pull a lyric from there.
Okay.
That got you. Don't hurt yourself. That was when she's talking her shit.
She's talking her shit.
She was talking like a real nigga on that. Like she was like, this is a different. That was a different version of Beyonce. I was like, damn.
But okay, it's gonna sound basic, but it's like the main. You know, when you hurt me, you hurt yourself. I think I resonated with that because like I really do give things a full try.
Yeah.
And it's easy for us, especially when we're talking about relationships and stuff. Like, it is so easy for us to get angry at the other person or blame the other person just to get over them. You know, we use that. We almost weaponize their existence or who they were to us to nitpick all of the negative things just to actually help us get over them because we truly do love them, you know? So I feel like I resonate with that because...
She laughs.
It's like, don't hurt yourself.
Yeah.
When you try to hurt me, you're going to hurt yourself.
You're really losing more than gaining.
Yes. You're going to lose a business partner, a lover, a friend, a family member, a sibling, everything, your boy. Like I really try to be full force in that. And it's like, people play themselves all the time. I'm not even talking about my scenario, but like
just in general. Just
like, do you understand that you think you're hurting me, but you're hurting yourself? Like that whole, like how she approached it is just art.
Love that. So that brings us to the outro. This brings us to the outro. What is Tamina doing now? Brag about something? Anything exciting? Any events coming up?
So many. I literally took April off
Okay.
Outside of my April 4th event, I had one. And then I took the rest of the month off just to strategize and do the business side. So for Espresso, I've launched a merch line. I've extended Espresso into merch, and I gifted you the snapback. Let me know your thoughts.
I like these colors.
Right?
I'm a very neutral person. I'm browns.
Yeah. And then it
Perfect.
says invite only on the back. That's kind of like the little slogan.
Fire.
But yeah, things like this. I'm just working on the business side of things, like everything that we spoke about. But I'm also very excited about my new event series that I launched. It is Deep R&B.
Okay.
Small World. So it's actually when I walk around Espresso, I just listen to people's conversations, and people were like, "Oh, small world!" Like,
like meeting
seeing
somebody.
someone that like when they see someone familiar. So
that's cool. That's a cool play on it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And it's really taken off. I did the launch on April 4th, and it's a reduced. So basically, all of the Espresso people, I brought it to even a more intimate space of 250 because my other events are like 500.
Yeah.
This is only fits 200 to 250, and it's deep R&B.
Okay.
So Keisha Cole Love, it doesn't move from that tempo.
Okay.
And it is so amazing. It is something that I would want to go to. There was a lot more women than men. Everybody was singing their hearts out like it was karaoke. And it's just the confirmation that this isn't a fluke. You know, it's one thing for me to curate and create this Espresso event, but now Small World is now me having fun with it. So I'm very excited about that. So the next one is I have a collab event with Sunday Dinner Playlist with Espresso on May 3rd, which is live performances and things like that. I'm very focused on that. And then May 13th is going to be the second Small World. And then May 22nd is going to be Memorial Week in Espresso. And then May 27th is going to be Small World. Again.
Active.
Yeah.
No, I love this.
Crazy.
Proud of you, honestly. So
Thank
proud
you.
of you. Is there any move that you hesitated on making that you wish you would have made either sooner, or just curious of how the outcome would have been had you made that move?
Trying to think. I'm not gonna lie, right now is actually like in real time. I'm thinking about, so my lease is up now, right? So I'm like month to month. It's the first time where I really started to think about moving this to different states, and I am hesitating right now in real time. Like I'm nervous about it because
posting Espresso in a different state.
Yeah. So like just extending it and then training other people to keep up within a different city while I'm over here. And I am hesitating. Like I should be booking flights. I should be making moves. I should be giving people notices and stuff. And I haven't fully acted on it because I'm tripping out. But we'll see.
Do it. No, not we'll see.
We're doing it.
Start it.
Okay. Gotta go.
Start it. Okay. What is your superpower, Tamina?
What do you think my superpower is?
What do I think it is?
Since you know me.
I would say your superpower is the ability to, honestly, the ability to bring people together. I think you have a uncanny ability to, you have an uncanny way to build trust in strangers. I think that's probably the hardest thing, especially in the event space, is for people. I mean, even the example you gave, like people are just like, oh, let me just see what she does. Like, why?
I wonder about that. That's what I'm saying.
Who cares what the fuck I do?
Yeah. I think.
Why do you want to see what I do?
I don't get it.
You don't know me.
I don't
why?
think I full.
But that is the power.
Yes, that I don't like. I
that
also
is the power.
don't know.
It's like why?
Yeah.
It's because it's a power.
Yeah.
It's an unstoppable force that is making people want to be in your orbit.
Yeah. Yeah.
For whatever reason, they're being drawn to. They're like, I don't know why I'm going to this shit, but I'm gonna show up.
And
why?
I don't know. I really have no idea.
That is
You're
the
right.
power.
That's like the super.
It's not for you to not know. It's not for you to know why. It's to embody that is what
Yes.
it is.
What I got to the conclusion of, but I think you're more on point with it, that contributes to this is I believe my superpower is I'm okay with thinking out loud.
That's fair.
You know, like I think even me
Just
being
like working through it.
Yeah, out loud though, for others to hear it.
Right.
I don't keep it a secret. Like I could have done all these deals, not document the whatever, quiet, show up with the results, make everything look like perfect or whatever.
You just rather yap.
I just rather yap about it.
No, but that's good.
Literally speak it.
That's
in
freeing.
existence, you know. And I'm open to learning, so it's like it allows that space, and I think that's the connection between me and people.
So you're learning in real time.
Yes, I'm learning it in real time, and I'm thinking out loud where other people get to think out loud with me and realize that it's just a thought process that allows for results to happen. You just have to think in full.
I love that. Where do you get your confidence from?
My mama.
Go into that.
My mom is you think I'm short? My mom is a 4'11".
I've seen your mom.
Oh, yeah, you have seen my mom. That's crazy. You know too much.
I've seen your mom.
We got to get rid of Ryan at some point. He knows too much.
I've seen your mom.
Yeah, my mom is a tiny little human being that has so much confidence in herself. She unapologetically exists in the world, and she's always been like that. And obviously that pisses me off a lot of the times too. But, you know, as she gets older and I get older, I look at her and I'm like, there's not one thing this woman doesn't try. And I've always seen that. And I've seen her go from an immigrant, you know, hurting with 3 kids and stuff, whatever, to being like flying out to Milan by herself for fun and things like that. So I got to see that growth. I got all my confidence from her.
It's beautiful. And the last question of the night is share a mantra or a quote that always sticks with you.
I heard someone say, making it is making it. When we talk about like I've made it, it's about like the gold pot at the end of the rainbow, but it's the everything that you do in between. It's all of the colors in between the rainbow. The making it, working on your craft is actually the journey in itself is the end result, you know. And making it is making it. Most people are scared to even start a podcast, set up a studio, and everything like that. You making this, you've already made it. You don't ever have to worry about the results or the outcome. You could have wishful thinking or a goal that you're working towards. But to have that healthy detachment to be like, at least I'm showing up every single day towards it. So that's my mantra. It's making it is making it.
I like that. I've never heard that before. I like that. That's it. That's a wrap.
20 hours later, we've been yapping.
No, this was, I mean, I thought the last one was the one, episode 3. I was like, that was the one. But this was.
If Ryan offered me food right now, I would yap for 4 more hours.
You're like, oh yeah, so eating fries.
Some sushi, let's go.
Yeah, no, this was special to me in terms of just like having someone I've known for so long and watching you build in real time and seeing when you got here to what you're doing now, and just even knowing that someone else is in the city that knows me like this it's
special.
I know we don't talk every day, but I know you're here, which is it's a different feeling than like I was literally here by myself.
No, I feel the same way about you. It's like
nobody.
Literally a notion of home.
Yeah. And
it's so cool. And I was telling Ryan this off the camera. It's like he told me to get familiar with this podcast and watch an episode. And out of all of the episodes, this is when I'm getting ready to come over here. Out of all the episodes, I watched the last one with Toby.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you haven't watched it, you guys got to watch it, because that just made me so sad. And it's because it was beautiful, though. Mm-hmm. It was beautiful how much you opened up, how vulnerable you are, and what you're doing is so special. And I have a very good feeling about this because it's so you, because I personally know you.
Yeah.
I'm like, of course this makes sense.
Yeah.
And you've done podcasts and everything like that before, but it's like you can only connect the dots looking backwards, you know? And it's like this leads to that and this or whatever. It's a conversation. It just so equals you. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. How did it feel? How was it?
Amazing. Yeah? That's a ball. What?
Cool.
I want to come back.
No, I love
I've even left you and I want to come back.
Yeah, no, I mean, for repeat guests, I'm definitely I'm going to build another set of things because obviously I can't ask the same questions, but yeah, I have a list of guests I want to come on here. You know, people that you know, people that you've seen me work with. Like this is gonna be so special.
It is already special.
I mean,
you're making it.
Thank you.
And I can't wait to use your card game.
Oh yeah, make sure you get a copy of that. But yeah, this was I don't know what time. We're almost at 150, 140. This is the longest one by far. The most in depth, the most personal for me. Even having a female guest was needed, just a different perspective. Your energy is different. I'm glad you're able to come on here and just share your perspective on things and just have a good yap session. This was great.
Therapy.
So the close, my closing statement, which I now love, and I know by heart. Before I was reading out my book, but now I got it down. Making the first move will always be hard, but the regret for making no moves will be harder. The choice is yours.
I built this shit. Me! I love the game. I love the hustle.